In this video, we'll be discussing what is UJT Sawtooth Generator. So before we go into the discussion of Sawtooth Generator, so we'll gently brief what is UJT. So as the name implies, UJT is the one that has only one junction, but as a view, it has three terminal as a silicon diode. So it generally differs from the ordinary diode, and also it has a greater difference from BJT and FET as well. Like it has no ability to amplify the signal. So this is a basic of about UJT. So if you talk about the UJT Sawtooth generator, the basic construction or the basic circuit of the sawtooth generator is shown over here. You can see there are two resistance R1 and R2, which helps us in providing biasing to the circuit, and we should select the value of R1 and R2 such that the value of resistance is lower than the RB1 or the RB2. So we have to use this strategy in selecting the resistance value of R1 and R2. So the resistance whatever we have R and the capacitance that is being connected C, these two are the main components that determine the waveform. So how do we produce a waveform is that like based on the value of resistance, the capacitance that we incorporate in the circuit, that helps us in getting the sawtooth waveform. So we should properly select the value of R, and also in addition to that we should consider that the value of R chosen such that the Q point of the UJT remains in the negative resistance region. So this is the other consideration that we should do. So uh, talking about the working, so we supply input voltage to the terminal VBB. In that case, UJT will be in an off state. Why is that like? Because the capacitor C, whatever we have in the circuit, it is being grounded to the emitter. Hence there is no current flow to the circuit, and in that's why as an initial state UJC became in an off state. But in parallel what happens is that when we giving supply to the circuit, the capacitance C tends to charges. So these charges keep on going and it reaches a maximum voltage of VBB. Once this point is reached, what happens is that so the resistance starts decreasing, and the charge whatever that is being stored, that helps us in turning on the UJT device. So you can see when the emitter voltage reaches the point VP, the UJT turns on and the RB1 that starts decreasing. Okay, this is how the working of sawtooth generator happens, and you can see the waveform of a sawtooth generator. So where we have both charging and discharging cycle that you can see from the system. So whenever the UJT is on, it tends to discharge. I mean, whenever the UJT is off, it maintains the stable state. So the charging and discharging state of UJT is greatly controlled by the time constants of CR1 and RC. Okay. This is all about UJT Sawtooth generator. Thank you.